they pushed us to limits that the only way that you can complete it is because you have a guy that's right behind you saying, I got your back, or he's on the side of you saying, I got your back, I got you, I got you. You can't complete this on your own. It's impossible. And what taught me a lot is that they're like, you're going to fail. You are going to fail.
Yeah. You're now tuning in to Unfiltered.
You didn't go, right? Did you go to the event?
Yeah.
It was up in Orlando?
Lake Mary.
What was the name of the event again?
Freedom Ups.
Yeah, right here.
And that was what? How long was it? It was
14 hours.
14 hours.
17-mile ruck.
Yeah.
17-mile ruck.
From 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Surprised you guys are awake.
Have you seen him move?
Yeah. I look like a 55-year-old. No.
My age keeps going up. Yeah.
Well, before we get into that, this is how we start another episode of Unfiltered. I'm going to let these gentlemen introduce themselves. But before I do that, I feel out of place right now. So let me get into character. Just like that. There we go. Now I feel like at home. All right, cool. All right.
Looking good.
Well, we have I don't know. It's not a person per se. It's a movement, an entity. It's another way of living. I don't know. I'm gonna let them. We have the F3 South Florida group in the house. I would say the founders, right?
Yeah.
So
Co-founders.
Please introduce yourselves. You guys got multiple cameras. Your camera's over there. Your camera will be over there. So I would say start on this end. Say just like how we normally do it. Your name, your F3 name, and if you want to say a little bit about yourself, just short, simple, quick. That's it.
All right, Jeffrey Gayweiler, 43, and my F3 name is Hansel. And I've been doing F3 for 5 years. It didn't stick in the beginning, and now it's changed my life.
Awesome. Nelson Gill, 40, Tackleberry. I've been involved with F3 now for about a year and a couple months, and it's been an amazing experience.
The new guy. Kevin Harding, 53, Apehangers.
Respect.
Thank you.
Respect.
Thank you.
For being old.
And I've been with F3 for, 10 years, so I should probably be in better shape. Originally out of the Carolinas, and then like Hansel here, moved down a couple of years ago and started this up.
So for the ones that don't understand, if you're plus 50, you get a respect. Then you get 10 more years, you get a double respect, and you continue, right? And I have a name too. So you guys know me as Christian Reyes, but I am Blueprint. So Blueprint is my F3 name, and I've been around, I think I would say almost going on 6 months now. So it's something that's I definitely talked about in my podcast. This has been something that's helped me get to the next level in my weight loss journey and just transforming my body overall. Mentally, physically, all that good stuff. But all right, so let's get to it. So where did F3 South Florida start from? Like, was one of you guys a part of F3 somewhere else, and you wanted to start a chapter over here? How did that happen? How did you guys meet?
So, okay. So, like I said, I've been in F3 for 5 years, and my old region is Gold Rush, and it's in Northern California, Sacramento area. And and then I ended up moving to Miami, and I knew that I wanted to do this because I knew the importance of it. I knew that guys need this. This is something that, it's a gift that you need to give to people. And I kind of procrastinated. We procrastinate out of fear. So of the unknown, I was like, how is this going to work out? But I talked to the SL shared leadership guys in my old region. And they got me situated, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And we got Saigon Sam. Well, I had reached out to my
Expansion Cube.
Yeah, 88. Yeah. He's like the founder. He started the region in Gold Rush. I reached out to him, and then he got me hooked up with Saigon Sam, which is the regional man F3 of Florida, and then he got us in. I got in contact with Apehangers, and then we were emailing, and then everything just worked out from there. So then I met Tackleberry. I was working at a restaurant. and he was there with his wife, and I had just got back from Africa because I was kind of promoting it in Africa. It's F3 is worldwide.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's changing the kids in Africa's lives. It's just and I got to experience that, lead a workout and everything. I got back from Africa and I was wearing like a Psalms 49:10, which is "Be still and know that I am God." And Tackleberry's mentioned it, and she's like, "Hey, you know, where'd you get that?" And then I explained I was in Kenya and everything.
Yeah.
And then I had been talking about F3. Like I word vomit. I tell everybody about F3.
Yeah.
And then I told him, and he's like, "Well, if you're serious, let's do this. You know, I want to learn more about it and everything." And and then I had procrastinated again. I waited a week. Tackleberry probably thought you didn't think I was even gonna call you, huh?
Well, I was hoping you didn't call me because you were word vomiting.
Yeah.
And when you told me we gotta build this,
He
I was
still
like,
does. Yeah.
build this.
I
Yeah.
word vomit.
Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, but all right, if you're serious, you can call me and give me the details later. Which then, later you did call me.
Yeah, I did, and then
Text me, I forgot.
and then there's certain things you have to do, like you meet for the beatdown, and you have cafeteria afterwards. He didn't even know. He's like, "What is cafeteria?"
Yeah.
F3 has some strange lingo.
We're not a cult.
No, we're not a cult. And then we ended up meeting. We met in a parking lot. But yeah, I will let Tackleberry tell that story.
So the whole building process, since Hansel's not from here, he gave me the task to find the park or a parking lot where we can work out and wherever there's a cafeteria close by.
Part of the story.
So I was like, all right, I'm looking for locations, parks, parking lots, but all right, I gotta find cafeteria.
Yeah.
Again, what the heck is cafeteria? I don't know what that is. Yeah, what is cafeteria, bro? He goes, no, so when you can have coffee, preferably a local mom and pop shop. I'm like, okay, great. So I go to Google Maps. I'm like, where do you live? He tells me he lives in the Miami Beach, not Miami Beach, Miami area.
Mm-hmm.
I live in the Hollywood area. So I was all right, let me find a location where it's in the middle for both of us. Because again, I had no idea how big this was gonna get.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me find something off the expressway, no more than 2 lights. Because if a guy gets a red light 2 times at 6 a.m, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
Make it convenient. Yeah.
I found one right off the expressway. On Google Maps, it says Café and Pasteles. I was like, perfect. And behind it, there's a massive parking lot. I was like, it's gonna work out great.
Yeah.
This happened like on a Monday or Tuesday. So I sent them the message. I sent them the address as to where it's gonna be at. I left it as that, right? So then Friday on the way home from work, I was like, let me go check out the spot, right? So I go, let me see what says Café and Pasteles.
Yeah.
When I go and see, it's a gas station. So I was like, okay, this is not gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
A gas station, coffee ain't that good, you know? So then I was like, but there's a Denny's and IHOP down the street.
Yeah.
It's not mom and pop, but we could start there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right, let me check out the parking lot. And then when I check out the parking lot, it's the parking lot to the Cheetah Strip Club.
Oh man.
So then I put that on the chat, and I forgot what Hansel said, but Apehangers being Apehangers.
Oh yeah.
He says, perfect. You know how many sad clowns you can pick up? Something like around those lines.
Oh no.
We have plenty of opportunities to bring in new guys.
And we planned on actually doing it there, even though that was the situation. But because you messed that up, just so you know. Because you had to go to work or something. You had to go earlier.
That was it. We
didn't
started
start at
early.
7.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
We
yeah.
started at 6.
Yeah.
So then he got there way before us, and he
Yeah.
said, "Guys, no, they're kicking everybody out the strip club because that's when everybody's leaving."
Yeah.
It's still open at that
You
time
got-
in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
There
You
at 6,
got
it's still open.
cops there.
Cops are lined up.
Yeah.
Tow trucks are there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
we might want to go across the street.
Yeah.
I remember what I said. I said that'd be a lot of temptation for those guys. That's probably not what we're trying to unlock a man's full
Yeah.
potential. That's
Yeah.
So we did about 3 or 4 beatdowns at the Winn-Dixie parking lot.
Okay.
But after a couple nauseous moments for me, from Wendy's frying, cooking and stuff,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, there has to be a park close by.
Yeah.
So we were able to find Angles Park, which is half a mile
Yeah.
from there. So yeah, it was a great story. It's a great
But you
story.
guys stayed true to the name, no?
Oh, we had to, bro.
We
You
had
can't
to.
change that, man.
Yep.
We
You
had
can't.
to.
You
Yeah.
can't.
I mean that. Yeah. It's a good name.
The name is Cheetah.
It's
Cheetah's the name.
That
the
was
mothership.
our first. That
That
was
was
our
our
first
first, yeah.
workout.
We'll drop
Yeah.
the logo right here. You'll see. You'll see. It's not that Cheetah, but it's from the origins.
Kind of goes against the faith, but it
Yeah,
makes for
yeah.
a good story.
Well,
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
so let's go to you. So
Sure. Yeah.
Apehangers.
Yeah.
Where did that name? Who
You know,
gave you that nickname? Talk about you, Apehangers,
Sure,
and you,
sure.
Kevin, and
Okay.
who you are. So,
All
like,
right,
who's
so-
this guy right here? You know, like that's what I want to know.
Hey, that's
So-
a nice redfish.
Look at
It is a
that.
good
You
one.
never
Yeah,
showed me that
yeah.
picture there.
Oh, that's from a beach trip up in the Carolinas. So that's the
Wow.
fellowship part. You know, I obviously lean hard in the fellowship side of this. But so Apehanger. So I started off in 2013 up in Carolinas, F3 Race City outside of Charlotte after moving up that way. And I was a weekend only guy for like 2 years until F3 does a beach trip where like 30 guys go away for a weekend and it's like a weekend in college. You know, that got me into this full time. But I moved down in here. I moved down back here in 22, I think, to get remarried.
Okay.
And I was working out 5 to 7 days up north in great shape, had the fellowship, and I missed it. But I just had to find the right guys to build this up.
Yeah.
You know, and I tried to find, you know, the right kind of people. I couldn't. I got stuck with these two. But
The best
Voila.
kind- the
we
best-
had another veteran. We had a new guy
The best
who's
kind of
connected
people.
locally because
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
new to the area. At least I'm on my third stint through
Yeah.
Florida, but I'm still relatively new back here. You know, we got the young gun who had plenty of friends.
Mhm.
All my friends are older, have hobbies. So,
Very nice. No, very nice.
but that's kind of all it fired up, and it snowballed quickly. I think we had one AO for 2 months or
Yeah.
area of operation because you know our
And,
vernacular.
and who gave you Apehangers?
Oh, I'm sorry. So Apehangers was coined by Kyle Pinkerton, whose nickname is Rent-A-Cop.
Okay.
Rent-A-Cop.
Okay.
Yep, Rent-A-Cop coined that one because I am 6'5" with a 6'7" reach and ride old Harleys. So Apehangers are the tall handlebars
Yep.
and choppers. And like any good
Makes
F3
sense.
name, it's just enough of an insult because only posers have Apehangers.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of nicknames in this podcast.
Yeah.
So go back to you, Hansel.
Oh my gosh.
Where did who's this guy right here? You know?
I don't. You guys, I don't even recognize that guy. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, bro, I don't look like that anymore. Well, Hansel. I got the name. So like I was at my first beatdown, and it kicked my butt, man. I was in shape. I thought I was a gym guy,
Mhm.
and F3 has a term, Merlot. It means you throw up during the workout. No, I almost threw up. But yeah, I got the name because I am in the fashion industry,
Okay.
I could say, and yeah, I got the name because of Zoolander.
Ah.
So
okay.
Hansel,
Yeah.
you know, Owen Wilson, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is which is pretty funny. It's not a bad, you know, some F3 guys
Yeah.
get a bad nickname.
Yeah.
Oh man, some are really
The
bad.
bad ones are usually the ones that come back, though.
That's true. That's
You usually
true.
lean into it pretty hard. There's plenty of people only know me as Apehangers now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the guy that named me, he was the old Nantan. Nantan is like the leader, the
Yeah.
chief of Gold Rush. Yeah, he named me. And before he's like, hey, yeah, come out to this workout, this men's workout. It's incredible. And yeah, I was trying, and he's like, you're gonna get a nickname. And I was
Yeah.
like, I was trying to like think like, okay, nickname.
Yeah.
They know. I think you're gonna ask questions about me. Like first thing he said, like, what's your occupation? And I was like, all right, I'm a model. I've been a model. You know, you would think that I'd be excited about it, like to talk about it. But like, you guys, in the past, I would just tell people I'm a model, like
Yeah.
just like that, and that doesn't
Yeah.
go over very
Yeah.
well. But yeah, got the name Hansel, which is kind of funny because if you watch Zoolander, I think he says Hansel, but everybody calls me Hansel.
Hansel,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, that's fine. That's
So it's
fine.
not Hansel, it's Hansel.
Hansel.
Yeah, but I'm unique, so we'll
Oh,
go like
okay.
that.
There you go.
That
Yeah.
you are.
You're special.
I'm special.
And last but not least, Tackleberry. So where did Who gave you this name? And yeah.
Who? These two right here. I forgot which one. It was you?
That was
That
absolutely.
was you. That was you.
80s movies is my
Yeah.
wheelhouse. So yes.
Yeah. That
So,
was
you
you.
know, they interview you, ask you social security, credit card, birthday,
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
And ask me what I do, what are my hobbies. So, you know, being in law enforcement, I said I like guns, and I forgot what else I said. I was very hesitant telling him too many things, you know? And
Yeah.
he says Tackleberry. I'm like, dude, I'm not a cop. He goes, well, if you take it, it gets worse, bro. I'll take it. Don't worry about it. I'll take Tackleberry. No problem. So yeah, that's how that
There
came
you
about.
go.
And the
Awesome,
funny thing is,
awesome.
there's like 6 other Tackleberries like across the southeast.
Yeah, that's what we
now.
found
So it's
out,
a
yeah.
There's
constant-
three right now. I actually just met the one from Orlando this past weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He was
okay.
actually the one. He's a Nantan of Neo,
Yes.
Okay.
and he actually hosted the Freedom Ops GT 66.
Mhm.
So it was great. It was a great experience. Be able to meet him.
Awesome. Well, I think this is a good opportunity to tell everybody what does F3 stand for. You know, what are the 3 Fs? You know, so if one of you guys want to take on explain that a little bit for somebody that has no idea what we're talking about. They're like, man, you're just talking about nicknames.
Well, let's let the Nantan explain it.
Yes, Apehangers is the Nantan.
He's the
That is
Nantan,
true.
you
I
guys.
am the informal leader
He's
for
the chief.
another 6 or 9 months here till I hand it off to somebody else. But so F3 is fitness, fellowship, and faith. Okay, fitness is the easy part. That's why we do our morning workouts. The fellowship, that is the glue that keeps guys coming back, and then the faith, and faith being defined as believing in something bigger than yourself.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
And how do you guys? Because you mentioned it earlier, but some people from the outside like, oh, is this a cult? You know?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
how do you guys deal with that comment? Because it's
You
the
know-
thing. Because I
Everybody.
It sounds like
every-
we've had to deal with this already.
yeah.
Everybody has that reaction in the beginning, like, oh, okay, it's early in the morning, it's dark, open to all men, you're in a circle, like you're meeting us, it's like it's a little weird, but we just tell guys to show up. All you gotta do is show up.
Yeah.
And all of us can say that's what we did, and we keep stacking days.
Yep.
And the results are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the names of the exercises
Yeah.
and the workouts and stuff like that, I mean, that's how I think you create camaraderie.
Yeah.
I mean, any hobby or something like that has got its
Yeah.
own virgins or names like that.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, guys bond through hardship and humor.
Exactly,
We
yeah.
have plenty of that.
Yes.
The reason why I think some people might think it's a cult per se is because, believe it or not, as new as it is here in South Florida, we're pretty well organized.
Mhm.
So because we come at them in the way so hardcore and there's a process per se, like, hey, introduce them, bring them in, all this, and they go, whoa, they're like, all right, there's something behind this, it's just
Yeah.
like, no, it's just that we're excited, we found an out, everybody needs that out time, and then as a man, the fact that everybody's going through life. Always. Everybody's going through life. And then some people are here because they need to get out the house. Some people are doing weight loss journey. Some people just want to be better men. And it's not just about the workout, right? That's one aspect of it. So, but overall, you end up finding a different group of guys that you never would probably ever talk to ever in your life. And little bit, that you end up meshing so well and adapting because everybody's very open.
You're right.
Even people that have only came 1 or 2 times, they're very open. Everybody's very open. Because my first time, I was just like, whoa, what is this cadence? What is this? But I just went in there. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, if I'm gonna be open, and if I don't like it, then I don't like it. But I was just like, okay, I see there's something bigger here. There's the energy, you feel it, and everybody's just very welcoming, and it's not fake. It doesn't come off as fake because I hate when people come off as fake. Like, yeah, man, you're a great job, buddy. And all this. It's like, the heck, dude, you're just trying to get my money. Like,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, all of this is free.
It's free, you
for the
guys.
free
Free of
99.
charge. Yes.
It's free. And it's funny because we talk about it because it's free. I think it makes it harder to get people to join.
Yes.
That's
So
funny.
talk about
Yeah.
that.
I raise a good point. Free is a bad thing in South Florida. Coming
Yeah, I
from
think
the Midwest
Yeah.
and the Carolinas, we're in the land of $12 draft beers here.
Yeah,
Free is weird.
yeah. No, because I explained. I mean, look, everybody has their different points of what F3 means to them and like how they take about it. Some people F3 is just once a week. Some people it's on Slack. Some people it's more than once a week. So ultimately, I was able to build relationships with guys again that were networking, whether it's work, whether it's just having a good time, talking about a rough patch in your life, and then somebody else can kind of like say, hey, give you advice. But what I've learned is that ultimately, like if you attach yourself to it, right, you become part of the group, but then also like you want to help others too.
Yep.
And that's where I've kind of like I got to the point where like I wanted to help. Like I know everybody knows other guys too, so it's like, all right, let's bring them in. But it's always that, you can only do so much to you can, what is it? What's the saying goes that you can lead a
horse
lead
to
a horse
water,
horse
but
to
you
water,
can't
but you
drink
can't.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough, man. It's just like, but then if I was to tell them like, hey, man, here's a coupon for a free month on the gym, but then you got to pay moving forward, they might do it because like, yeah, I feel like I'm stealing something, or I'm getting a free deal. That's the only way they'll do it. But versus like us,
Let's try that.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we could try that.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I feel everybody's always like, what's the catch? What's the catch? I'm like, there's no catch. There's just no catch. It's just you just got to show up. That's it. Show up, and it's hard because that's why we're creating this content like this, content on the website. To show you guys that it's not just it's not just this thing like, all right, thank you for coming. Now you got to pay $19.99 every month.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's not how it works. So and there's nothing behind it. So. Ultimately, I mean, even certain things, even the merch, we all pay it ourselves. Like we don't. It's like we're profiting and all this stuff. So I don't know. I feel like there's always this wall, this invisible wall, and I think there's a couple of reasons. One is that they don't know who we are, so they go like, oh man, they see that we're organized, and they go, oh, I don't know if I want to be part. They want to be part of it. You can tell they got that itch, but they're afraid to make the jump.
Yeah.
All right, some of them will. That's not a problem for them. But then they go, okay, I'm here. Now what? You're going to want my credit card information, at some point. Or like, or they get scared and they go, faith, what I believe in something different,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
That's
Right.
why we keep it where it's really like a higher energy. Everybody has their own faith, whatever. We do a prayer at the end, but we keep it very respectful in the sense of like, if you believe in something else, it's fine. You don't have to be this religion and that's it,
Yeah.
So that shouldn't. So that's why I want to clear that up here. So feel free to chime in on anything of those three topics, because I feel like it's very important to get others to join and understand that like, hey, we're not forcing you to do anything. And at any time, you can, just like the workouts, you do it at your pace without getting hurt. You do a modified version. It should be the same way. Like just get in and then figure it out for yourself. You might discover other parts of yourself that you didn't know you had in you. That's just my take on it, because that's what I took me joining into F3. Because for me, it was very new. It took me a couple of weeks to really get down like the cadences and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, you're going to be Q. I'm like, what is a Q? I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
Or like the first time I was late, 6:31, and they already started. I'm like, wait for me. Like, it's so disrespectful to start it out. I'm like, no, you're disrespectful for coming late. I'm like, dang. So, things like that, it gets you strict.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, accountability.
Exactly.
Yes, accountability. Yeah.
But
Another challenge in South Florida, showing up on time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about the queue, and a lot of guys, I heard this is they've never really led in their life before, and the fact that they're able to lead a workout and they're able to lead these men, and there's such thing as Q adrenaline that these guys get so much so much energy from leading these guys and doing the cadence and everything, and that's what draws people in. It's like, wow, I've been told my whole life that I can't lead, and as guy, I believe that as guys, like that mentality to lead is in us. It's just, the world tells us something different. So yeah.
Well, let's do this. Maybe this will help out. Why don't we walk them through a typical workout per se? And there's different types, because it's not just, there's boot camp style workouts or rucking workouts. There's the list probably goes on and on. But like a typical workout, in the sense of, we meet on time. Let's say 6:30. We meet at a park. We know exactly where it's at. 6:30 means that's when it starts, not when you show up. So everybody's there beforehand. Then we have the standard. If you guys want to explain what the standard is.
The workout before the workout.
All right,
Yeah.
so the standard is which guys think is like completely crazy. They're like, wow, I'm already showing up, but it's a pre-workout to the workout. So we had a guy. His name was Starbucks, and he came here for a few months, and he completely F3 uses the term disruption. Guys need to have their lives disrupted because they're in the status quo. They don't want to do anything hard or anything. Bro, he came in and he destroyed us. I was doing a 7-mile run before the workout
Yeah.
and everything, like so the standard is like a pre-workout to the workout. So it's, you do something hard and then you do the workout, and then it's just to push your body.
Yeah.
And at times we put limits on ourselves. We're like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what you can do when you have somebody that's motivating you. Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, if I could. I mean, I think though it's worth pointing out that we're all fitness levels.
Yeah.
I mean, our packs, our members are we got 2.0s, people's kids who come out, 12-year-old, up to
69.
68, 69.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the
yeah.
verge
Award
of our
daddy.
first triple respect this year.
Yeah.
So it's all different levels, and not everybody does a standard,
Yeah.
but you go out and do what you can do, and you get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then once we're in the workout, there's 5 core principles that are followed. So we want to touch upon that.
Your favorite? It's free.
It's free. Yeah.
It's free of charge.
Free of charge.
There we go. They're right there. In case we forget.
Yeah.
No.
Open to all men. They're hall outdoors, rain or shine. I will tell you, the best beatdowns are in the rain.
Oh my gosh. yes,
Absolutely.
I agree.
And then I guess the most challenging ones are when it's cold and windy. I will tell you that. At least for me. I've had a couple of those. Peer led, which is great, again, because you create leaders. There are a lot of men who either they're not a supervisor or they just don't lead, period. I've never had the opportunity.
Yeah.
We help prepare them to become leaders.
Yeah.
Because it's not just showing to the workout. Because if you're new, it's your first time running the queue, you actually have to prepare. So it comes with preparedness, and it teaches you to prepare.
Yep.
And then that way now you can actually lead a group of men on a workout. Because even though it's free, you are going to get a really good workout in.
Yeah.
It's not going to be something easy. No offense to the silver sneakers, but it's not a silver sneakers workout. You're going to get it, and we're going to help you, and we're going to try to encourage you to be better. And at the end of the circle of trust, a lot of us guys, we hold a lot of things in. We don't let it out. And I read somewhere where it's a lot of us as men, we lose that inner boy in us, that inner child, where, when we were younger, we were out there, we were with our homeboys, our friends, in a group, and we were talking about everything and anything.
Yeah.
And that's where it goes, like back to what you were saying. I am the weasel shaker for the region, and I try to find what's that point on that guy that needs this. So you gotta hit them on, depending on what they're going through, what season of life are they in right now. It's like, all right, do you have friends, bro? Like, no, real friends that you can actually talk to about anything, right?
Not your friends from school,
not
your
not your
wife's
wife's
friends,
friend.
husbands.
That's not your friend. No,
Yep.
Not
no,
people
it has
at
to be your
work.
friend.
Yes.
That doesn't exist as you get older because
Yeah.
either you move or you just have work, your family, and not too much too many things going on that it gets complicated amongst the two, right? But with F3, it makes it so much easier just to be able to connect with another guy, especially at a beatdown or during cafeteria, which is coffee.
You do something hard.
When you have coffee.
And the beatdowns are workouts, guys. All right, relax.
We
exactly.
we're not beating anybody else.
Like beatdowns, what's
Well,
going on?
Physically beating somebody
So
else.
like for me personally, I was able to open up to a PAX member, SRB, older gentleman, of stuff that I had gone through, and it was nice to be able to do that with somebody. Because sometimes you got friends, but there are certain things you don't want to tell your friends.
Yeah.
If I'm keep it raw, this is
Yeah.
filthy, right? So I'd rather keep it to somebody that is not really connected. That whoever he tells is somebody on his side.
Yeah.
That it won't come back over here.
Yeah.
So it's a great option for us as men to have to be able to let that go.
Yeah. No, 100%. This one, it's funny because we have the Slack group. That's where we communicate. And when it's raining, South Florida is always raining. It's like, hey, is the workout on? Yeah.
What do you think?
Or, I mean, the first workout that we had of the year was actually, no, it got colder later on in the year, but it was really cold. It was like 40 or something like that. And I'm just like, I was like, I want to start the year off strong. I was like, whatever, it is what it is, man. It's just like going through the closet, putting on layers. But it's that weird. We're in a weird, here in South Florida, it's weird when it gets cold because you're like, you're going to sweat and your body's going to get hot.
Yeah.
But so you want to take everything off, but then the second you're done, so you're like, do I dress up or do I dress down? Because I'm going to either take it off or I'm going to end up wanting to put it back on. So, yeah, no, but ultimately it still happens no matter what.
Well,
so
it's funny that we get guys downrange, guys coming in from around the country all the time, and the ones that come down here every January, like, it's so nice being able to just go in a pair of shorts to a workout.
Yep.
Those are the guys up there in 5-10 degree weather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
still
literally
doing this.
they're doing beatdowns in the snow, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yep.
you guys can't,
There's no
you guys
excuse.
cannot complain. These guys are doing
Yeah.
snow burpees or whatever. Yeah.
So-
I've gone sledding in an AO before.
So outside of the 5 core principles, you really only need yourself to be present and then a coupon, right? So can you guys explain what a coupon is?
Well, that is a coupon.
It's right here.
It's that, and it's as you can see, guys, it's a center block. But a coupon can be anything that's heavy. I know that Tackleberry has a lot of kettlebells that he loves to use, but I like the coupon because I feel like it's more manly because it's literally like a rock that you're picking up.
Yeah.
Like the guys, pick up weights or whatever, but you're like, no, bro, I'm moving rocks today. I'm moving boulders.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah. So yeah, there's different. We do kettlebell or not kettlebell. Cindy swings. Nickname for that is a Cindy center block. So there's a lot of workouts you can do. Yeah.
And it serves as a seat for cafeteria.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Very
Yeah.
versatile.
There you go.
Ties into the
You know
free
what?
part.
Let's get into cafeteria. Let's get into cafeteria. Please. Let's explain cafeteria so that way. So let's.
There we
let's
go.
Nice.
And none of us are in that picture.
I'm in there.
I mean, besides you. I love that.
So this is after the workout.
Yes.
That's the
After the
bonding.
workout.
That's the fellowship.
Yep.
You talk about the workout, what's going on in your life. You open up, and that's why guys keep coming back.
It's-
I mean,
yeah.
if I could share from my background,
Yeah.
and one reason why I'm so heavily involved in this and wanted to restart it. I mean, I went through a divorce in 2018 up in the Carolinas, man, and that messes you up when your ex brings in a lawyer. But I had guys in the packs there had been through that, encouraged me. I also had my divorce lawyer who was F3 and gave me a discount.
Can't promise there's discounts in here.
Then when I met my current wife and decided to get remarried, we also had Dory, who was a jeweler, got me a discount on my engagement ring.
There you go.
So
There
I
you
mean,
go.
it's
Yeah.
it's covered,
it's a family.
all of it,
Yeah.
and helped me kind of get myself together. And I think I've done that for guys in
Yeah.
the past. Whatever you're going through in your life, good or bad, there's somebody around you who has been through it, either going through it currently or has come through the other side.
Mhm.
And that's when you need around you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Men need men. You need. Well, that sounds wrong.
And then,
We're social animals, though. Let me put it that way, though.
yeah.
I mean, another example from the Carolinas too. We had a suicide. We had a 23-year-old kid who lost his job, lost his girl, and he shot himself. And that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
40% of suicides are men because you don't think you've got friends and people around you. And unfortunately, we didn't get to that in time. But I hope things like this, in addition to getting us in better shape and looking better naked,
It's funny. That was his goal. He's like, okay, I'm gonna look better naked.
That's my
it.
fitness goal. All
That's
right,
his
I'm
fitness
53.
goal.
I just want to
for
look
his
better
wa-
naked.
There you
Better
go.
for his end.
I don't care how
Yeah.
much I bench press, how much I squat, how fast I can run. But
I think what I've learned from cafeteria is a sense it's kind of like a lot whoever has done any sports, maybe in high school football. A lot of people play football or basketball or anything like that. You have these bonding moments with your teammates because you feel like you're going through war during the training, right? Your coach is putting you through hell. They even have something called Hell Week. Then you're going to the games and everything. But after the games, after you gave it all you got, you have that vulnerable this inner circle that anybody can just talk about anything and everybody's just like on the same wavelength. Yeah. It's like, man, I should have done this. The game was good, blah, whatever the case may be, or somebody's talking about something else, whatever. I feel like that happens here too. We all kind of went through war in that workout.
Sure.
And some people, we don't even know these guys. We just met them 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But because we were all, huffing and puffing together and then, come on, pushing each other, let's go, let's get it going. And everybody's on the same wavelength. After that, we just feel so connected and comfortable with each other that now we can be like, all right, just talking about anything. Like actually this gentleman right here, he's been to F3 for the first time a couple weeks ago. Backstreet brought him in and he wanted to share with us, I don't have all the details, so I don't want to mess it up, but he shared with us that he has two daughters, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, one already passed away at a very young age, and the second one is has the same disease as the first one, and he is dedicating all of his power and will to find a cure for this disease. I don't know the name of it. I was trying to remember. I sent him a Slack message, but he was sharing with us he did this in the circle of trust. He was sharing with us in the sense of like life is short, right? Yeah. So no matter what's going on, he could have just curled up in a ball and said, "Oh, my life is over. My daughters are gone," whatever. But no, he decided to pivot and say, "You know what? My mission is to do anything to help my daughter that's still here, and then anybody else's kids with this disease, because there's not enough research and so on and so forth." Just yesterday, with Olaf, same thing. He gave us a token, and that was my new poker chip. That token is a token where on one side he got it from his AO in Jersey, and one side it represents in Latin like death, and then the other side represents a tree growing. It's like, look, you're always growing and everything like that, but life is so short. So yeah, correct. So he had a whole metaphor and everything that I don't want to jack it up either. So I'm going to have him send it to me. But I was like, see, I really like that, because it's true. Things happen, life happens, and you just never know. Just yesterday, I found out he got named yesterday for first time at the Coyote AO. His real name is not Victorious is his real name. So I'm just like, you already have a nickname for a name. You have a nickname. Way? Yeah. So I was suggesting, I was like, why don't we do something funny like Billy or John, something so generic, flip it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think we ended up on Creed, which I was like, should have stick with John or Billy, because that would have made a good story. Why is he Billy? It's like, well, ask what his real name is, because that's a cool. That's his real name. I was like, let me see your ID. Well, we've already worked out a couple of times, and we were talking about before we did our prayer. He was talking about how like one of the reasons he moved here because of 9/11. He actually that day he was supposed to work at the towers, and he got his work done early the week before that he didn't have to get scheduled to the towers. Well, I have a whole entire story. That's the reason why I'm here. And I had a whole podcast with my dad. My dad worked at the towers, and my school was not that far from there. I was still young, but I was able to get out because the teachers put us into the school bus, and I'm like, what's going on? But my dad was in the second building that fell down, and he saw everything happen. He saw coworkers throw themselves. So it was very traumatic for our family, and that's the reason why we're in South Florida, because we're like, we gotta get out. Yeah. Like we lived 2 more years there, and then we ended up going to Disney World. Like, let's get the hell out of here. We drove down Disney World. My parents were like, hey, you guys want to live here? Like, sure, Disney World?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yo, Margate. I'm like, that ain't Orlando. I'm like, and it's not the Margate it's now. It's like, it was so empty. It was like a Winn-Dixie, and then tree. I was like, what the heck is this? Now it's a little bit, it's different, but I'm like, all right. But ultimately, like, I didn't know him. It's my second time meeting him. So right away, I connected with him. I'm like, dude, we share that same. And then he told me how his son was the reason why. His son was born like 10 days after, was the reason why he wanted to get his work done on time so he can be there for his birth. And if it wasn't for his son, he probably would have done what he normally does and just scheduled everything out. He would have been there that day. And unfortunately, he said his group that worked, they had to work at the towers, they're all gone. So he was like, he just missed a huge bullet. Wow. So, you just never know. So, these are things that, it's a very small world. It's a very small world. And then in the F3, the fact that you can share these stories and, connect on different levels where you keep this information in, and at some point you explode it out, whether it's a good way or bad way, I think it's good to kind of let that stuff out, whether it's pain, whether it's grief, whatever the case may be. 100%. We all go through it. So, cafeteria. That's what I would say. Or sometimes cafeteria is in the trunk of somebody's car, no?
Yeah, tailgating, yeah.
So explain that.
That's actually how we started our first cafeteria, wasn't it? Out of the back of my van?
Yes, your van.
Yeah, then eventually we just started going to local coffee shops, mom and pops.
Yeah.
But I noticed that two things. It was starting to become a little too expensive, and the coffee wasn't that good.
Okay.
And we were losing too many packs. Because for some reason, when guys get in their cars, they go wherever they're gonna go. Yeah. But when you start bringing the coffee, like they tend to stay. Yeah. Like you got no excuse, you know. So I noticed that at the Eagle's Nest when they first opened up, Sarge brought the coffee, and he brought cups, and he brought protein. What do you call it? Those protein shakes. Yeah. You can use it as a creamer. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna come here every Friday. I don't care how far it is. Yeah. I'm coming. This is awesome. They're investing, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start doing it at the Burr and Owl too. Okay. But the caveat is I only bring coffee. You gotta bring your own cup. And I don't bring creamer, so it's straight black coffee. But it's been great because there's guys that they would never ever go to cafeteria. It was really hard to get them out there, but now they actually stay. So again, we get to connect with guys that typically you just go to the beatdown and leave. Now they're like they linger.
Yeah.
More and more you get to know them even better.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the key to the fellowship too.
Yeah.
It starts with the coffee. It's like the best cafeteria is on a Saturday. Nobody's rushing to work.
Yeah.
You can relax a little bit. I mean, I got lucky this year that I led workouts on Christmas Day and New Year's.
Yeah, you're.
And those are the best ones, man. You know, you got no place to go. So I think we had like a 2-hour cafeteria.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 2 questions, but let's go into this first one.
Mhm.
What is the 6th? What does that mean to you guys?
The
when you
6th?
say the 6th, yeah.
So the 6 is like the last man. Is the man that's
Watch the 6. Yeah.
yeah, that's that's struggling and everything.
Mhm.
But what I love about F3, which kind of changed my whole view on it, and it's not how the world thinks, is that you go back for the 6. So you go back. So I remember I was at a running AO and we were running, and they run 5 miles, and I was running, and you get done, like we run maybe 2 miles to the stoplight and then stop and go back for the 6. And I was like, I'm doing more work. But then I was like, why do I have all this energy right now?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on, bro? It changes your whole thought process. You go back and pick up the 6. You pick up your brother.
Yeah.
And you and him are completing it together. And that's very impactful when you're able to do that.
Yeah.
And that, because most guys, because in the beginning I was in the 6, and it's a very humbling experience. In fact, that's what lit his fire, is that Apehangers was beating him on the beatdowns, and he's like, oh hell no, this guy's like
The old guy.
When he's 65 years old and I'm 39.
Keeps rounding it up. Yeah.
The number keeps going up and up. Yeah.
I'm like, this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that is, I can say the same thing from my standpoint. When I started working out in my early 40s, Deep End, who's a pool builder, was coming back for me during a Murph, going, "Hey, Ape, you okay, man?"
Yeah.
So now we do that to the guys who come out here, and again, it's all skill levels. So the
right.
new guys,
Yeah.
starts to bring them up. I mean, like Plow first came out, and now he's out there.
No, you missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that was amazing. The Plow on Thursday, which you missed. But anyways, yeah.
Shots fired.
This is the
Plow-
accountability
yeah.
part of the workout. Yeah.
Plow, man.
Accountability hurts sometimes.
I don't know how heavy Plow is, but he's a heavy boy, and he couldn't run at all. He hates running. He hated working out. Period.
Yeah.
And here comes Vita Bella. It's his turn to run the queue, and he loves to run. So he made it that we had to go run, and it was about a 2-mile run. And I know that Plow wanted to quit, but again, we came back and encouraged him to keep going.
Yeah.
And obviously, and with love, it wasn't like, hey, you got to keep going like a drill sergeant.
Peer
Yeah.
pressure
Like, yo,
can be
you got
for
this.
good. Yeah.
Hey, you got to breathe. Because a lot of times guys just forget to breathe, right? Because of the pain.
Yeah.
Just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And just with that encouragement, he was able to make it the whole way back without stopping. And you could see in his face, man, that guy was so happy. Because it had been, he said he hasn't ran like that since he was in high school.
Yeah.
Or even before high school. And to then afterwards complete the beatdown, the joy in his face to bring that boy back,
Yeah.
it's very impactful.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
I definitely because I know we post like workout videos and stuff like that on our Instagram and everything. It looks really hardcore and everything. Doesn't matter if you haven't worked out in years, just come out. If you wanna,
Those are the best ones, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think he was brought up because of you, Mo Salvage. So the first time I met him was at the Coyote when we just started. It was Black Ops still, and so
What does Black Ops mean?
well, it wasn't at the time. Well, it wasn't an AO yet.
We have to.
Not official.
Not
It was a non-official. Yeah,
What's that term?
yeah, it was a non-official workout per se, but we wanted to find a park nearby in Tamarack, so we did, and he came out and he was letting us know that he just went through the surgery, I believe, the gastric surgery.
Yeah.
So, and he lost so much weight and everything. And then I told him, and then that workout, because it was a Sunday, we do a lot more running than we do on Saturday. So I was like, all right, he started like not keeping up with us. So I was like, all right, he's our 6. So I was staying behind with him, and I was just talking to him. And I was like, all right, I know you don't know who I am, but I'm also down 110 pounds right now. I was like, the difference between you and me right now is that I built up my mentality. That's where you need to build right now, because you lost the weight, but now this is where you got to play with. Because right now, and I was like, and then I was just talking to him. I was like, hey, like right now, your body's telling you want to stop, right? He's like, yeah, this is hard. I'm like, no, we're gonna keep jogging together. I was like, just don't stop moving. I was like, if you feel like you're dizzy and you're gonna throw up or whatever, let me know. But that's fine. Don't be scared. Like it's okay. Because I guarantee you it will happen lesser times the more you keep getting through it.
You're right.
And then we were able to push him through. And actually, just last week, Saturday, he did his first VQ, which was really good. He was worried about like it not being a tough workout. I told him after, I was like, bro, I feel sore as shit, bro.
There we go.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
was like, I feel freaking sore as shit. I was like, you did a really good job. He was the same thing. I was worried the first time I did a VQ. I was like, man, I don't know if it's gonna be enough tough workout. Which I was killing myself. I was like, I think I overdid it. I was like, holy crap. But that's just me competitive, because I noticed that everybody else is a little different.
Yep.
But it's cool because he probably would have quit. Actually, he didn't show up a couple times. Then I was like, we're getting worried. And then he started coming more and more and more. And now he has his son actually just got officially named. His name is Air Jordan, and he's 9 years old.
Oh,
so
nice.
I believe he is the youngest
Solid
now.
name.
He's the youngest out of
I believe
I think
so.
so.
He's
You're right.
9 years old,
Nice.
and he's doing
Yeah.
everything with the coupons, everything, and it's really cool because he sees. I could only imagine, like my son is still 3 months old, but like at one point
You want
to
it.
see to work out with your dad, and he's pushing through. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. And then he shared with us he's motivating with his brother right now. That his brother's very heavy set. So he's I believe he was in the hospital recently for either a heart attack or something. I don't know, something along the lines of being fat, overweight. So it's like, all right. It would hopefully use this wake up call.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't think he lives here. He lives in Orlando, but it's like get him connected. Like just get moving, So yeah, the 6 overall. I mean, definitely, just don't be scared. That's what I would say. Don't be
No,
scared.
don't be
That's
scared.
solid
And
advice.
it's okay to be in the, like I was in shape. I thought I was in shape.
Yeah,
But bro, that's what I love about F3. F3 is all about accelerating.
yeah.
The staying in shape. No, we
Mhm.
don't stay in shape. We keep accelerating. We
Yeah.
keep moving forward.
So
Yeah.
so
1% better.
we got the 6. So what do we call our new guys?
Friendly new guys. FNGs.
Friendly new guys.
FNGs.
Or a
FNGs.
variation thereof, yes.
FNGs. Friendly new guys. So that's what you will be for the first
When
time.
you show up.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
You
Exactly.
did not get a nickname right away.
No.
All right, because they like, I want a nickname. It's like, no. You got to earn that.
No, we
You gotta
changed
pay your
it.
dues.
We changed
What is it now?
We realized guys weren't coming back, and we're like, all right, you know what? Second.
Yeah,
post.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then you nickname somebody, now it's like they're like part of the group, but they're not part of the group. It's just like they're in this limbo.
Yeah.
It's just like them by nickname, and it's like never seen them again.
Well, plus you get a chance to get to know
Yeah.
them a little better too.
Mhm.
That's why once we got Slack going and come up with some better nicknames like Asphalt and Bubbles.
Asphalt. Yeah.
The nickname that I wanted to know the story for is I think is that the Panther or the Possum, Hillary.
Oh.
So
What's the
that
what's the
was-
story on that?
That's-
That was
great.
his dad. His dad gave him that name.
That's great.
His dad's
Oh.
Bull Shark.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hillary is a big Trump guy. Like,
Oh,
heavy,
okay.
heavy Trump guy.
I was
Yeah,
like, it's either an ex-girlfriend's
So-
name
Those are the good ones.
or it's something with politics. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
one or the other.
So he named him. He said Hillary. I was like, oh, Hillary it is.
So he does the gesture like,
The
like
email.
she's deleting
That's
the
funny.
files.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's right.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. Well, so we have a little game here that we play in Unfiltered. We called This or That. All right. So there's 3 of you guys. You guys can either, you don't have to agree. You can agree to disagree.
All right.
You can pick one or the other, or you can pick both. So we're gonna do a workout edition. All right. So
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Kayla, whenever you're ready. Monkey humpers versus Al Gore's. Which will you prefer?
They both have their place.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I'll speak for me and Apehangers. Monkey humpers, because we're tall, and
Oh, here we go.
we have a long femur. Yes, I did say that. We can't get down as low as Tackleberry.
It's a lot closer to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
So monkey humpers are very hard. In fact, I had to do them this morning, which was not fun.
And just disclaimer, a lot of these, because they're like, wait, that's called this. These are the F3 names. So, you know, they're all fun names per se. So don't get offended, all right?
Yeah, we also like doing monkey humpers in front of paid workout locations too.
Yes.
So you go monkey humpers?
No, I
You
go
go
Al
outdoors?
Gore all day.
What you go?
All day.
For a workout, I'll go with Al Gore's.
Yeah, I go
All
Al
right,
Gore.
well, that's 2-1. So no matter what you pick, I'll go 1.
Oh
I
no,
guess.
I'm all about monkey
All right.
humpers. Yeah.
Okay, there
Yeah.
we go.
But see,
That's always a
but he
good
did,
story.
so we did it. We were at the Possum, and we did it. He had this great idea to do it in front of F45.
Oh, my.
So, bro, we got our asses out doing monkey humpers.
Actually, that brings up a good point. That brings up a good point because even me, the first time I heard of F3, I thought it was F45
That's what a lot of people make that
because
mistake,
they
yeah.
brand F45 everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And the second I didn't even care about the number. The second I heard F, I was like, oh, is that workout group? I'm like, we're meeting outside. I thought you guys have facilities, you know. So what do you guys?
That
take
right
when it
there,
comes to that?
that's the F3 symbol.
How do you
right
counter
there
that?
he's wearing right?
That's the
F3.
official.
That is the
That's
official
F3.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
this is the South Florida one. So, yeah.
You know, F45 came around after F3, to the best of my knowledge, just like Orange Theory and the rest of the other
Yeah.
fitness places. But, you know, hey, they can do their own thing, but we'd rather be free outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's free is because you want to include all men.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't. There's no excuse. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have the money. You know.
Yeah.
F45, you're gonna pay a membership.
Yeah.
And I mean, depends how many days you go. It's a different price.
We're also the
So-
opposite of like Planet Fitness. We are absolutely a judgment zone.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then when
Wherever-
you're not, you know, when you don't pay the money,
Yeah.
they forget about you. Yeah, maybe they'll call you because they want your
Yeah.
money again.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a joke that it does cost money because when you keep showing up and keep accelerating, your clothes, if you're losing weight, your
Yeah.
clothes aren't going to fit you anymore.
Yep.
You're gonna have to wear some shoes that are durable. Like
Yep.
you gotta pay
That's a
some
good
money.
problem to have.
I think I
Yeah.
agree. That's a good problem to have. Yes.
And also, just to clear, we're not saying that like, oh, you got to pick one or the other. I'm part of a run club. I'm
Mhm.
part of F3. I also pay for a gym membership. So I still go. It's not I go F3 every single day. You know, I still have my other check boxes that I want to check off. So you know, it's just put it into your arsenal of things to do throughout the week, and then as much as you want to give in, it's available there almost every day now. We have
And it's
every day.
and it's always there.
yeah.
You know, you can go any place in the country and find a workout.
Yes.
now.
Yep.
You know,
Yes, it's very
f3nearme.com.
and like I said, Africa.
Yeah.
They're in
Yep.
Africa.
Yeah, so f3nearme.com is also on our website, f3soulflow.com. There's a map, and then you can search. So if you're traveling or anywhere, and even if it's your first time, everybody's very welcoming. So, and then you can just reach out. I mean, social media nowadays, you can just reach out to the IG page, or you can send them an email, whatever the case may be. So
I know you said that, guys. If you find one near you, just walk up on them. Trust me, they're great guys.
Yeah.
They're very welcoming, just
So
like
much
us.
energy.
People just walk like we're together, like we know each other already. You
Yeah.
see a guy just walking towards us
dude.
and looking at us, and once he gets like 10 feet, we're like F3, like yeah, from where? And we just have
Yeah.
this bonding connection that you won't get at the gym.
yeah,
You know, it's just
Absolutely.
it's hard.
yeah.
And
Look for the flag. You might see the flag. So
Yeah, that's
Look
what
for
the
the
American
flag.
flag.
And if you
yeah.
don't have one near you, then we start one. That's
Yeah.
how the AOs have sprung up here. That's why
Yep.
you know you've got them up near you.
yep,
But you
Yeah.
you make a good point, Blueprint, that it's okay to go to the gym, and the
Yeah.
guys go to the gym. But
Yeah.
the thing is, F3 is a men's workout disguised as a leadership program.
yeah,
Very true.
It's
Yeah.
building leaders.
That's true.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not about you anymore.
yeah,
You're living third. It's about everybody else. It's not about you.
yeah. That's true. All right, let's go to the next. Bobby Hurley's Smurf Jacks.
Oh, Bobby Hurley's. Well, I tell you what, I want that body.
I'll do Bobby Hurley's.
Yeah, Smurf Jacks is where you go like that, right?
Or squat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Bobby
It's a
Hurley's.
side straddle hop and a squat, which
Right.
is horrible. Yes.
I pick Bobby Hurley's. Plus, I like Bobby Hurley as a basketball player, so I'll pick him. I'll pick him.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bobby Hurley's.
Go to the next.
And you do look like that, dude. Just a little skinnier.
I do. Oh,
You should try having a beer sometime.
I wish, but we're doing 75 hard.
I know.
Yes, you
and
guys are
and
doing
we'll do
75
the
hard.
bourbon tasting in my house when you guys are done. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Freddie Mercury's or Dying Cockroach.
Oh, bro.
Yes, that's a workout.
Freddie Mercury's all day.
Dying cockroach.
Mhm. I want to ride my bicycle.
Freddie Mercury's all day. Yep.
All right. Simple, straight to the point. American Hammers or LBCs?
American Hammers.
Okay, I choose American Hammers because LBCs, I can do a lot of them. So American Hammers are, especially when we do it with a Cindy, we call them Cindy Hammers. And also,
Ship rockers.
you got to explain that.
Ship rockers.
Yeah. No, but what's one where you add a press to it?
I gotta explain that.
Yeah.
Well, just go.
No, but what is it called?
Demonstrate.
I don't remember what it's called. The ship rocker with a press.
He can. I think we're catching
No,
on.
I thought it was like a yacht rocker or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, you
But
do
with
it.
the Cindy, you do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do the.
We're gonna have to see that.
Somebody's got to demonstrate.
No, show him.
Somebody's got to demonstrate.
That's
This guy,
all-
poor
that's
Hansel
guy.
can't get up right now.
This guy's
Yeah.
way too
My
sore.
boots. Yeah.
Demonstrate,
I don't want to
please.
scratch your floor, bro.
No, you're good. I got you.
No, just don't. So do the
I heard that cracking
American
and
hammer and
popping,
then
man.
You didn't hear anything.
do the American hammer and then the press.
You go here.
One.
One.
Oh, no, put it right.
There you go. Look at
There
that.
it
Nicely
is.
done.
Look at
There
that.
it is.
And by the way, guys, that's 30 pounds. I think 30, 32.
Yeah,
That's the double. That's like 33.
It's
That one,
33?
that one feels.
That's
That one feels heavy.
Sabroso.
All right, so American Hammers in on this one then. So what else we got? The burpee or the blocky?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So
I just did this one recently and it killed me.
so me and this guy, we actually did MABA, Make America Burpee Again.
Yeah.
Where you do 100 burpees for the month of January
Every day.
every day.
You guys completed it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I would go. I mean, I'd go for the blocky because it's harder and I want to push myself. But I like both of them. Yeah.
And when you guys were doing the burpees challenge, it's tough because how long did it take per se, like on average? I know some days are quicker than others, but like how many minutes will it take to do 100 burpees?
So I did.
That's right.
I
It's not
actually
necessarily
did.
in a row. Let's clarify that.
Well,
Doesn't have to be. Yeah, it doesn't
So
have
we
to
just
be.
break it down.
I
Yeah.
did because I wanted to see how fast I could do it. I did 100 burpees in 7.5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you would break it up?
So me, I would make it a standard.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we do
I would
as
go
a
before
standard,
the
yeah.
workout. I would knock out the 100.
Okay.
So I would do. At first, I was doing 10. Then I'll go do a lap. 10, do a lap, and then we had OP come.
Yes. He's a personal trainer.
He's a personal trainer,
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh, we'll have one person's a timer, so he's actually doing a whole lap at the cheetah.
Yeah.
He's doing a whole lap, right?
Yeah.
And then we just do burpees. So I went running, right? It was me. Yeah, we first went running. We went running.
Yeah.
When we got back, Olaf was like at 22 burpees, straight,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, ain't no way." I was able to do 21.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shoot, okay." So again, that's
Yeah.
what makes you excel.
Yeah, I
it
love
pushes
this
you
guy.
to do
yeah.
better.
He's like, nah. He's like, okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Which both of them combined is what I believe was what helped me with the freedom mops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that
You sure it wasn't
That
doing
was
the
nasty.
it wasn't doing the burpees in the U-Haul truck?
bro, you have an
was pretty
archive of
good.
stuff.
I
Dude,
love that,
Flowers.
bro.
Do
He
you have
gets,
that video?
yeah.
saved?
he gets in
stuff.
front.
Do you still have that video?
I think I do.
All right, we're gonna put that
Yeah.
video right here.
He's
Yeah.
he's
But
keeping
there's
tabs
a
on
reason
everybody.
why, because it was part of 75 hard, and I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? No, I'm sorry, it was part of the 100 burpee
Yeah.
challenge.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not gonna waste time. Let's just knock this thing out
Yeah.
now.
Inside the U-Haul truck.
Yeah, we
U-Haul
had to,
sponsor us.
That U-Haul truck was doing this.
That was our first F3 moving day, wasn't it?
F3 move.
it
Yeah,
was
that's another
pretty
thing. If you're
common.
part of F3 and you
Yep.
gotta move,
Yep.
However, going forward, we need to see photos of your boxes packed before you can engage the
Yeah.
F3
He's
moving
like-
team.
disclaimer.
this guy was making. Oh, bro, I was like, he was making jokes about. Yeah, we won't say whose house it is. But I was like, bro, you're a dick. You are a dick. You are. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you're saying this out loud.
My God. So is this a both or is this
I mean, I like.
If
both.
if I have the Cindy, I'd rather do the blocky. But if not, I'll do the burpee.
Yeah, exactly. If I have the Cindy, I'll do the.
This is
block.
Agreed.
a hard choose for me.
I want to choose the harder one, but yeah,
all right?
I'm a Clydesdale, so I'm all burpee. Yeah.
You just can't get that low. Anyways, next one.
Mountain climbers, plank jacks.
Ooh.
Uh,
I mean, we do a lot of mountain climbers.
is it a plank jack with the merkin or is this a plank jack?
No, it's no,
No, just a
just a regular
Just a
plank
regular
jack.
plank jack.
You want me to demonstrate?
You're done and demonstrating.
We don't have that much time.
I guess the
He's got to
mountain
get up
climber.
again. Yeah.
I can demonstrate a Catalina wine mixer. I love that. I mean, I'd say the plank jacket. I think it's harder. And again, I like to do hard stuff. So
Mountain climber all day long.
All right.
Core work.
You can cheat there.
I don't have
Now-
I don't have Hansel's.
now,
abs.
when you're
Where do I
doing
want them?
a mountain climber, like some guys go really slow. Like if you go fast, yes, it's a good workout. But if
Yeah.
you're going slow,
What I've added is the little disc on your shoe,
Oh,
so that
you
way you're
slide?
sliding,
yes.
and it makes you just like you can't stop because you're just.
Oh, you have the. Oh,
yeah. So I'll do
work
that,
out with
and it's
those.
really like because if you do them right and you really get your
That's a
knee
gr-
up,
that's a
then
great-
you really feel everything. If
That's
not,
a great workout.
you're just cheating and you're just pretty much tippy-toeing around
Right.
the workout.
Yeah, form
Yeah.
matters, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Pickle pointer or the working?
What's the working?
It's a wide merkin.
Oh, the wide. Yeah,
Pickle
okay.
pointer. So you just hold that there?
I don't know. That's a new one.
It was an F3.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
It was, it's gonna be like
Oh, look, if
There's
a-
pickle pounder.
if a guy was queuing,
pickle pounders, I
If a
know
guy-
well. Yeah.
if a guy was queuing that, he's like, "All right, guys, we're just holding our legs up." I'm like, "That's
Pickle
all we're doing?
pointer.
That's all we're doing?"
Now I gotta find
Oh.
out what this is.
That doesn't look right.
All right.
we
Pickle
found it on the
pounders,
website.
pickle
Yeah, on the F3
pushers, I
website.
get, but I'm not sure about this
All
one.
right. I'm gonna stick to the working right now.
Yeah, I want.
We don't have
again,
koalas on here, do we?
Oh Lord.
although I will say this, some guys can't get their legs straight like that. So
Maybe that. Yeah.
because they're tight,
Hmm.
they need to stretch. I'd say the working. That's what I. Yeah,
Which is a
working.
wide merkin.
Yeah. And the merkin is
The push up.
push
The
up
push up.
For America.
because they're like, what is that? All right.
Working. Yeah.
Bear crawls or crab walks?
Oh,
Bear crawls.
bear crawls
Bear
all
crawl.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those crab walks are.
Those are harsh. My shoulders don't
Good for
like
your
those.
triceps.
We had to do. Wait, did we do bear crawls with ours? No, that's right. It wasn't. Yeah,
No, cocaine bear crawl.
Oh, it's even better.
that's yes.
Now, since you said it, now you gotta explain now.
Yeah, I gotta explain the cocaine bear.
The cocaine bear crawl?
And
Okay.
The
Oh, that's-
cocaine bear crawl.
Yeah, we
Miami,
do the,
South Florida
We'll do the cocaine
region,
bear
here we go.
crawls in a parking lot. So you're going up to each white line of the parking lot and doing a merkin to sniff the white line.
You're sniffing the white line too. Yeah.
Your nose to the white line.
All right. So that's what we got for this and that. So just a little comparison there. But I wanted to ask you, Tackleberry, because you always talk about it, and I think they have it as where you can listen to the Q source.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the Q source? Explain that.
So the Q source is like the F3's manual
Manual,
Bible per se.
Mhm.
There's a lot of great. How can I say this? It's not a great. It's a great resource for men to be able to look into and hear people's testimonies, and also talks about what we go through, but we really don't hear about it. And it ties everything together. I can't. I'm trying to get a really good example. You're better at this at Q source because you're really a Q source guy.
Yeah, I'm actually. I'm reading.
You're
it.
actually
I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
It's like application of like if you see F3's a manual of virtuous leadership. It's to get a guy to know what being a virtuous leader means and what it takes to do that. And it's a manual. It's there's four quadrants that F3 talks about. It's get right, live right, lead right, and leave right. And in order for us to help our brother out, we have to get right. And the get right is the fitness,
Yeah.
right? And it talks about that, and then it talks about like there's a lot of guys out there that are sad clowns, which they're happy on the outside
Yep.
and sad on the inside. And it talks about how you can really get them to want to commit to the F3, to the F3 beatdowns and everything. It encourages guys, and I recommend reading it. I'm
Yeah.
reading it right now, and it's incredible. It's changed the way I look at things.
Yeah.
As we're SLT. shared leadership. So, but it changes the way I look at things as being a leader. So, because I want to be a virtuous leader.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good leaders out there, but I want to be a leader with character and integrity. I want to be
Yeah.
a leader that the people that following me, that they think that I'm an honest guy, that I care about them.
Mm-hmm.
That is leadership is built on love. That I
Yeah.
love the guys that I'm leading. So yeah,
This also helps you find your purpose.
Mhm. True.
Because a lot of us, we lose our purpose.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is because, you're doing a
Work,
daily grind.
Kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then when you start reading this, it starts tying everything together, and then it helps you find your purpose again as a man.
No, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and the stuff that we do, I mean, even just going to a morning workout, doing the hardest thing possible first thing in the morning, that bleeds over to the rest of your life as well, into your marriage, into your, the relationship you have with your kids,
Yeah.
your job.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we literally
was
just
ridiculous.
Yep.
it was one of the hard. It's literally the hardest thing.
I'm gonna
I've ever
challenge
done.
you to go.
This is a F3 organized.
So it is a crucible ruck. It is like we said, it's 14 hours. You have a ruck on. Your ruck is probably 50 pounds, a little less, and you don't take your ruck off the whole entire time unless they say ground your ruck. But they pushed us to limits that the only way that you can complete it is because you have a guy that's right behind you saying, I got your back, or he's on the side of you saying, I got your back, I got you, I got you. You can't complete this on your own. It's impossible. And what taught me a lot is that they're like, you're going to fail. You are going to fail.
Yeah.
But you have to, like you talked about preparation, you have to prepare. And they even said, like, even if it's a horrible plan, but if there's preparation, it still might work.
Yeah.
It may not be as effective, but they were like, you have to prepare. And we failed. We failed miserably. And it was hard, very hard. But we got it. We got it done. We were in the foxhole together. We were battling. We were at war, like you talked about being at war. And you talked about the moment, like the cafeteria where you can celebrate those moments. There was a moment where they call it the sunrise, the sunriser. After doing an insanely hard thing, it's a break, and we all got to sit down and just look at the sunrise. And people talked about their testimonies, how F3 changed their life and how it's continuing to change their life. And it's all we experienced all the emotions. People are crying. They're mad. They're tired. They're in pain. But you could think about your pain for maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds. But then you had to worry about you had to help your buddy out. So yeah, it was incredible. Yeah.
The great thing about that was the Freedom Ops is like the beginning of it, the first morning after the 6:30 a.m. beatdown. Then you go to King Builder, and they give you a series of questions that you have to answer with a group of guys, and you just got to open up and say it. Whatever the question was, and talk about it. And it helps because you start to talk to the other guys, and you see what's actually going on. You're not going through this alone. Other men are going through it, but you talk about it, you give other guys ideas, and then you have that bond, right? Then after that, you start the crucible, like what Hansel was talking about, and it's the closest thing that I think an average man can get to war.
Yeah.
Like literally, like you're going through missions. I think it was like 4 or 5 missions.
4 or 5 missions, right? Yeah.
Because at every certain point, you had to stop, and then they would talk to you, and then that's where you get to drink water, you get to re-up on fuel, which is eat, and then we're on to the next mission. But the thing is that every mission, just like F3, it's peer led. The next person has to step up and lead up, which is a platoon leader and then the assistant platoon leader.
Exactly, yeah.
And there were guys that you can tell they've never led in their life.
Yeah.
Never. And that exposed them to it, and that helps them build character. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that once they went back home, they're totally different men. I remember there was a set of men that they were called up to lead, and a lot of guys didn't like the way they were leading because they were just lost.
Yeah.
Right? They couldn't figure it out. We were getting frustrated, bro. We were carrying a 400-pound tire plus 4 sandbags that are 120 pounds and another sandbag that was 80 pounds and another one was 60 pounds. And it was only like 2 people that were free that had nothing. So they were resting. So we had to shuffle guys carrying all this stuff,
Yeah.
but there was no order, right? So it became tough. People started like yelling and screaming, blah blah blah, and went crazy. But then our cadre had to stop us, and we had to start doing burpees, bro,
Yeah, with
because
our
we
ruck.
stopped moving.
With our ruck.
And he said it: if you guys don't keep moving this tire, we're gonna start doing burpees. So I was like, bro,
Yeah.
just start flipping that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Flip it until you figure something
yeah.
out.
Exactly.
Don't stop moving. They stopped moving. Burpee time, right?
Yeah.
So then that's when he said, like, bro, you gotta let this guy lead. Let him lead. He needs to figure it out.
He
Let
needs
him
to
lead.
fail, and he needs to
Let him fail.
Yeah.
But there's too many Indians here. Somebody has to be a chief.
Yeah.
And that happens everywhere.
True.
Everybody wants to be a leader. Nobody wants to be a chief. If you're not the chief, just shut up, bro.
Yeah.
Sit down until you're called upon.
Yeah.
Or if you want, hey, listen, bro, I think we should do this. But respectfully, But don't start yelling and screaming like you're a badass.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not.
that's what they did. I led the last. I led the guys in, and it was hard. But yeah, they gave me advice, and I took it. And sometimes the cadre, he's like the drill sergeant. He'll give you advice, and there's other guys there like, hey, Hansel, I think you should probably do this.
Yeah.
You got to listen to him. You can't. It's not about pride.
Yeah.
It's about being humble. Yeah.
I think when you were talking about like everybody like sharing a moment with the sunrise or
Sunriser. Yeah.
I think what's interesting is everybody's stripped of their powers.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you're rich. Doesn't matter if you own the company. If you're broke. We're all on the same level at that moment.
I love that.
So it makes it where it's just really just you, that boy that you were, right, a little kid, and it's like it's just you. So there's no like, oh, I have more stocks than you, so I'm better than you. It's like that doesn't mean shit.
Which, that's
at
why
this
you have
moment.
an F3 name.
So it's pretty cool because then everybody's on the same level. Now everybody can relate. You're like, whoa, I saw this guy as like this famous lawyer. Now this guy's crying over here just like I am. We're human.
Right.
Because unfortunately social media, TV, everything, it makes it where you get this power built up, like you become you get put onto the pedestal, like pretty much you think that this person's better than you because they're making movements digitally online or whatever. Like I've already met I've had the fortunate capabilities of working with a lot of celebrities. And a lot of people are like, man, how do you know this guy or whatever? To me, they're just Joe Schmo. They're just another regular guy. But to others, like, oh my God, they're like God.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, they're God to you because you
Those are people
painted
we
them
look
to
up
be
to,
God
yeah.
because of how it is with the media.
Right.
But little do you know, they share the same exact problems that you do, that I do, same struggles, everything. So it's pretty cool when it comes to this, and especially I think it's really cool when I don't even find out weeks later like what this person does because it's networking.
Right.
And all of a sudden, like just
100%.
for one thing, it's like, oh yeah, man, I need electricians. Like, that guy owns an electrician car. What? It's so cool,
Yeah.
And because you guys have this bond now, you're willing to help people out, like you said, giving you a discount. It's not because like, all right, you're part of this membership F3 that we give everybody a discount. No, it's a feel good thing, you know.
Yeah, and they want to.
Yeah.
Those guys want to help you out.
Correct.
Yep.
Like, yeah, the thing I love about F3 and the grow ruck that we did is that all those guys, the world would have written them off.
Yeah.
It's all walks of life. There's a doctor out there. Like, you would think that guys that go through that intense training would be like army guys. I mean, yeah, some of them are army guys, but like the way they look, the way the world, views people, bro, they were all walks of life. Like skinny guys, there was a guy, remember, Half Tank.
Yeah.
It's a big guy, man.
Yeah.
And he kept saying that he couldn't do it. He's like, I can't do this. And then eventually he started to realize that he started believing in himself.
Yeah.
But he only got there because Tackleberry was encouraging him. I was encouraging him.
Yeah.
Everybody was encouraging him. Yeah. Yeah, it was
that's awesome.
Peer pressure can be used for good.
So I wanted to kind of just recently, we had the conversions, which is explain what that is, and how it went from you guys starting this out a year and some months ago to like having a full-on fledged bunch of AOs meeting together and a big group of guys. When it just started you three. So like, how did that feel? What was like you guys that day where you're like, man, we came a long way from a cheetah parking lot, so so explain, please, like what does the conversions mean? And then, how did it go? As you can see, we have everybody here, that was present that day. So yeah.
You remember your speech?
I do. And I know you guys were shocked that I actually had a speech prepared. But
No, he had our Nantan, he had a good speech.
you know, so a little bit. So convergence generally in F3 speak is we'll bring in, you know, we'll have a big event and bring in all other regions and stuff like that. We don't really have any other region within a couple hours away. That's one reason why F3 was so tough to start here. So instead, we brought all of our 3 Saturday AOs in and had, 70 guys, 75 guys, including somebody in from Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah. But, you know, amazing the growth we've had. And one of the things I think I'm probably most proud of is, you know, starting this thing up. I mean, we were leading workouts every day. You know, sometimes just 1 or 2 guys. Now I will miss a workout in my region or my AO, and there'll be like 15 guys there. I haven't actually led a workout, I think, in like 3 weeks now, and Tackleberry's probably going to give me a hard time about that.
Yeah,
He hasn't had not one for the year.
But we looked at the stats.
I was there New Year's Day, okay, but we're self-sustaining.
You're right.
There's
You're
workouts
exactly
are
right.
booked a month out because guys are coming out and wanting to do this, which is the goal.
You're right.
I mean, as
exactly
I'm not a manager now, but professionally, you know, I wanted to hire the guys who would like eventually take my job so I could do something else, and I feel like that's kind of what we built here with guys leading workouts.
Well, and I think we need to tell the mission statement of F3 is to plant, grow, and serve small workout groups for the invigoration of male community leadership. So that, I mean, yeah, right. You hit it on.
That's
on
the
the
goal.
nail.
Work yourself out of a job.
I've been on an SLT before, you know. Senior
exactly. Work
leadership.
yourself out of a job.
And my goal is always to find the next guy so I don't have to go to SLT meetings. But no, we're supposed to bring people up.
It's called working yourself out of a job.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you're supposed to bring somebody up, because then eventually you need to give it up to that next person. So we're not going to be here forever.
We're gonna have to give it up.
We're gonna be
We
like
have to give
everybody
it up
else.
soon.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about it is that we started this, but they're gonna make it so much better.
Yeah.
They're gonna, you know, they're going to expand it, and we just have to we have to take a step back and let them lead.
It's already grown beyond what I thought it would be. I mean, I just wanted to work out a few days a week and have guys to grab a beer with, man.
Would
And then you guys stop drinking.
Would you say this grew quicker than
You could have done the commitment with us.
this guy?
You can't even do 75 days without drinking.
Beer companies sponsorship over here, please. Because
I choose not to.
I don't
That's
know.
different.
Is there water in here? You drink beer?
Hey, I'm a sales guy. It'd be irresponsible to my company to stop drinking during sales meetings.
Yes, but think about the impact it would give to people knowing that you can, something that's so hard for you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we could have
right.
anything in soda water.
You don't think I like beer? In fact, I was actually looking. I'm like, because not
I still have your non-alcoholic beer in my fridge, and it's bringing down my property value.
So I was looking at non-alcoholic beer, and there's still a little bit of alcohol in there.
Yeah.
But, bro, they have to have made something that has no alcohol that tastes like beer. So I was looking into it. Yeah, but.
But how did you guys feel that day when everybody was meeting up? We're at the Panther, right? And you know, like you're like, dang, this has really grown into this. You know,
it was like a pinch me moment. You know, I had, before I wanted to start this, I had envisioned what I thought what it could be, and it blew every expectation out of the water. Yeah, it was just seeing the energy of all the guys and the testimonies and you know, that, and the impact that F3's had. I mean, the impact it's had on me, but everybody around. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, it was an amazing moment, and I got to lead the workout, and I did a Indian bear crawl line, which
that one was
horrible.
I was like, yep. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, but you Blueprint, you were like because I was like on top of guys, but you were on top of guys too. Yeah, I was like, no Diddy, go get that butt down when you're planking.
Let's not forget we had 2 Merlots, and I think one of them was during yours.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Merlot is when
I'm very
somebody
happy
throws
about
up during
that.
a workout. Yeah.
Oh no, I was part of the first group that was with it was you, Cupcake, and then
Casio.
Yeah.
And there was 2 Merlots on that one right off the back. I was like, oh boy. But what's funny is we also had the kids that were there, and I don't know how old they were. And they were like, you know, they have all this energy.
Yeah.
And we're doing the burpees. And I'm like, come on, man, do it right. He's like, this is boring. I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you can do this right. He's like, yeah, I know, but I'd rather be at home playing Fortnite. And then finally I was like, all right, bear crawl time. They're like, all right, I like this one. And then the thing is off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
look at this. Look how nice it is to have all this energy, right?
Fresh
We're on the
knees.
asphalt, like, dang, these kids are like, come on, man, come on. But one thing I wanted to talk about that maybe you can talk about is I'm drawing a blank, but the gentleman that starts with an R.
Rucksack.
Yes,
Oh,
rucksack.
It's in my mind, bro.
That's a good one.
Please
Yeah.
explain
Read my
about
mind.
because I feel like that was
Yes.
such a cool story in
Oh
the
my
sense of
gosh.
you know how where he was at and then the fact that he was there. That was my first time meeting him at the conversion, so it was like, man, that to me gives me motivation. It's like if he can just even be walking right now, you know, it's just
Yeah.
like that's crazy. So if you want to explain what happened or you know your little background.
So the reason why we started the Rucking Owl was between Rucksack and Double Pain. Double Pain had an injury in his foot, and Rucksack, named Rucksack, he says he likes to hike and those type of things. So we started the Rucking Owl. And make a long story short, he suffered a blood clot in the brain, where then he had too many strokes. So that happened in October. So he was out for a little bit. And when that happened, you know, I thought to myself, man, how would my M feel, you know, going through all that? What kind of support, you know, what does she need? So, you know, as F3, I put it out there. We were, you know, throwing prayers. People would go check up on her and him, make sure everything's okay. We were able to get the lawn cut, make sure she has to worry about that.
Yeah.
We planted a flag there. So when she did come back home, she saw that flag. She got very emotional. Because just to know that you have that support that she wasn't even expecting. And still, to this day, we still communicate with them. We still stay on top of them. We still go out there after the rucks on Wednesdays. We don't go as early. We go afterwards only because it's a little hard getting to his house at 4:30 in the morning, getting him out, getting him ready to go out there. But we go afterwards and we do go rucking with him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's just a great support to have for the family and for him, and just pushing him and still encouraging him that he's you know he can do
this
better.
Guy pushes him. My
Which
gosh.
was like for example, you know, going through that. Everybody goes through it differently, right? So right now his thing is, you know, just to get him to talk.
Yeah.
So the last thing I did was, which he wasn't there for that one.
Oh,
was,
no.
Me being me, I'm like, listen, to make it easier, just talk. Just talk. So he wouldn't talk. I go, all right, listen, every time you don't talk, you got a bear crawl 10 times, like 10-step bear crawls. So he would like do a couple words here and there, and then I look at him. I count down 10, 9, 8, but he would wait till I get to 1 to then talk, and I go, okay. And I go 5, 4, 3, and then he would start talking. Then I go to 3, and then he goes to me, "Oh, you're smart, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know what you're doing, buddy. Get down, let's go. Stop bear crawling." Until he started talking, asking questions. I'm just trying to get his brain moving, right?
Yeah.
Because just trying to get him back to what he was before. You got to tap into that.
Yep.
So it's just about having that support. You know, not putting it all to his M and his family, because it can become hard.
Yeah.
But the day afterwards, that was on Thursday. Last Thursday, he actually put his own ruck on. And he went with weights on his ankles and just went walking. His M sent me the video. I'm like, look at this guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So just getting just getting him back into it, you know.
Stud.
Another story was we have a gentleman. He's a friend of mine. His wife passed away from cancer, and he had came out a couple times, but it was kind of hard because it was still fresh.
Some about Birdman, right?
Yeah. And he was just very quiet, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to say because I've never been through that. You know, I could just be there and I could listen, but I can't really. Something I can say to him. So I remember I had met another gentleman that, you know, works with my wife. His wife had passed away, but like years passed, and I remember she said, "Oh, I'm talking to Harold on the phone." I'm like, "Hold on, is that the guy that his wife passed away?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Hey, tell him I need to talk to him." So I told him, "Listen, this is the gentleman that, you know, he's a friend of mine. His wife had passed away.
Yeah.
Do you mind talking to him? Because I don't know what to tell him. I mean, if you're okay with that, right?" He goes, yeah, tell him to call me. I'm like, well, that's not going to work, bro. He's not going to call you.
Yeah.
How about you meet me at at Brotherhood College? You know, we just do a quick we'll walk for 5 miles.
Yeah.
He goes, what do you mean? Yeah, 5 a.m, we just go for a walk for 5 miles. That's it. Just meet him there. And he goes, oh, okay, I'll see. Well, make a long story short, he came out. He had a great time being able to help Birdman out, going through what he was going through. And then that happened, and then Vita Bella, which is his name now, he's still part of F3. And then they had this great relationship, and now we have Crack that he also was part of that. He had a situation similar to them. So now those three have something in common that very rarely happens to a man. So that they have that bond, which is a great thing to have. Something that they're
awesome.
similar to,
Yeah, no. It's and there's a lot of stories. That's the good thing about it. It's
so
like
many,
so many different things. I mean, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, I definitely want to thank you guys for even creating this because just like me, I probably would have been just running and just doing basic weight workouts, and I like to challenge myself. And like what I've done last year with my trainers of like losing all this weight, and now I'm at a level where I'm like, all right, I need to do something new, push myself. And that's where my neighbors, B&E and Hondo, were like, hey, let's work out together. And I'm like, cool. And I told my wife, like, what if this would be cool if like, because I didn't know what kind of workouts they're going to do. And, I'm like, they're probably going to do basic stuff. And it's not going to be something I'm like, I'll go out once or twice with them and that's it. They're like, oh, let's go out to this F3 thing. I'm like, what is this F3? I'm like, you see, they got me to go to the gym. Now they want me to go to here. I'm like, there's a catch here or something. But ultimately, once some time went by and I was accustomed to everything, I was like, man, I'm so grateful the fact that like it couldn't have been at a better time, at least where I was in the sense of like pushing myself over what I felt was like a plateau. Because I felt like I was at a plateau where I was like, all right, cool. I stopped eating the bullshit. I'm working on it daily, but like I'm not done. I want to transform my body. I want to do things that I wish I could have never done. What I've always wanted to do when I was in high school, be ripped and all that stuff. And I'm just like, the fact that I'm getting there and I see the light now. It's still very faint, but I'm like, I see it. Before there wasn't darkness, I'm like, this is freaking cool. And then the fact that I can rely on others to push me instead of like me having to go like, all right, what am I doing? I just show up and it's like, boom, let's go, So that's why like whenever I am a Q or something like that, I take it as serious because I'm like, I want to show up for them the same way they show up with us out of respect. Like they took the time out of the day because this is free again. We're not getting paid. So they took out the time of the day to make a workout plan for everybody. Same thing when it's my time. I want to do the same thing and make it hardcore so that way everybody like gets that 1 hour workout. So everybody's like, man, this feels really great. But again, thank you guys for starting this because honestly, like this has pushed me to new levels. I mean, because of it, I'm doing the Spartan the first time in March. I never would have thought of ever me doing an event like that. I always saw the videos. I'm like, this is so cool. Yet I can never do that.
You're like, I wish I could be that person.
And I'm like, that was me. And because of that, I'm able to tap into stuff like just the other day, I was able to do with B&E. I did pull-ups for the first time. I've never been able to do a pull-up in my life. Unless it's that machine that takes off the weight off of you. And then finally, like I felt so high on life that day. He was like, "Go ahead and try it now." I'm like, "Come on, bro. This is so discouraging, bro. This is gonna mess up my day." Now I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like a little bitch here. Like, nah, I can't do this. He's like, "Try it now. We've been training." I'm like, "All right, cool." I felt like an angel was grabbing my legs and just like lifting me up, and I'm like looking down to see if there's a pedestal that I'm on, and I'm like, I'm in the air right now. I'm like, what is going on? So it's just cool to see the results happening, and then having others around you, and then understanding that I'm also motivating others too. So I'm just like, it's like I'm being motivated by others. I'm motivating. So it's like we're all sharing each other. It's a double-edged sword in a good way where we're helping each other out. So running stuff too as well. Some of the guys there, they run Backstreet. He's a runner. He's telling me, he's like, hey, train for this, do that, because I'm training for my half marathon. So it's pretty cool. It's just what I say, because I used to teach at FAU. I would teach in Broward College. I would teach architecture. So when I was teaching, I would the first thing that I would tell my students day one, I'm like, listen, if you guys want to be architects or a doctor or anything, whatever you want to be in life, if you want to go to school for it, surround yourself by that. And you're not going to find that in your friends and family. Right. Unless you have a friends and family of doctors or whatever the case may be, right? Then you're lucky, right? But it's very rare. So unfortunately, you're going to have to get into other new circles, right? But you have to make that your new world. You can't just tap in and tap out. You have to turn that light switch on and stay in there. So the same, I tell this joke to my students. The first day I'm like, hey guys, everybody has an Instagram here. Like, yeah. I'm like, all right, who follows Kim Kardashian, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, whoever, And then I just start name dropping. I'm like, Zaha Hadid, Frank Lloyd Wright, Frank Gehry. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, these are what we call Starchitects. Yeah. They are your LeBron James, your Kim Kardashians of the architecture world. Some are alive, some are dead, but they still have Instagram. They have firms and they have a brand, and that's who you want to be or work for them at one point for the firm. So they go, oh wow, I'm like, it's free. You should be following them so that you every day you're there instead of watching a bikini picture or some like funny reel on TikTok or whatever. Absorb yourself so you surround yourself in that world. So same thing here. That's what I did. I wanted to absorb myself into a world that I knew. Besides football and sports, that was my workout. So I'm like, I know I have so much things that I have to tap into that are new to me. And even rucking, like I finally got my first ruck vest. I've yet I got to start going out. But I've been itching. I'm like, I got this thing. I'm like, this is so cool. Now I'm like, let's put it to use, Same thing. You gave me one of these too. And I'm like, I can finally use it for a workout. Either we use this or we use the dumbbells, depending on the park, because some parks they don't allow you. They mess up their turf and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's helped me accomplish things that I thought I probably would have not accomplished in maybe years, and it fast forward a lot of stuff. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for putting this together. And if it was one thing, it's a piggyback effect. It just kept going. That dinner. What were you doing at that restaurant? Were you the server or something?
Oh, you're saying when I showed up?
When you met him?
Oh, yeah. I was the server. Yeah.
Yeah, so you were the server. So thank you for bragging about it.
Oh, absolutely.
He would have been like, what the hell, these guys just want tips today? Like, come on, dude, you don't have to tell this whole story. Like,
Yeah, no, I probably was being like annoying too a little bit, but
that's good because all you needed was that one person to tap into, and I think you did a great job with somebody here locally because from him, then my neighbor, B&E, then tapped into Hondo, then all of a sudden it just kept going, ricocheting everywhere, and I'm just like, this is crazy. And I started bringing people in, and I see it happening. Everybody's just evolving. So it's pretty cool to it just keeps growing. Like you said, it's going to outgrow us really fast.
Oh, yeah. It's
really fast.
Yeah,
and it's going to not be what we think it is now. It's going to be something completely different. So, that's why we try to provide tools. So I would say it's a good opportunity. F3SouthFlorida.com. Go there. The F3 Nation is the mothership per se, worldwide. But if you want to find something here locally, because we are local here in Fort Lauderdale, F3SouthFlorida.com, and it'll explain to you everything we talked about, what an FNG is, which is what you will be if you want to come out for the first time. Where to find us, location and address and time, and yes, very punctual. So, any questions, you can even hit us up on the IG or hit us up in the comments or send me a DM. A lot of you guys have asked me, like, oh man, you losing weight, you're running, you need to send me these questions. Send me a DM and I'll send you where to go, and then from there, don't be shy. Even if you're like, I don't know, whatever, I'll even go with you, and then from there, I guarantee you'll be hooked, and then it ain't a cult. It ain't a cult, so relax, all right? It ain't a cult.
Hey, thank you for helping us out, man, with the website.
Yeah,
so I want to give the podcast.
I agree.
It's amazing. It's
I want to give
experience.
a shout out to you.
So thank you.
Yeah, that's essentially what this podcast was. The inception of it. The idea was to highlight things here locally in South Florida. That's why we put FTL, so we give the location, and Unfiltered, so it's not just about marketing and all this stuff. So I was like, that's why when I was a couple months in, I was like, I would be stupid not to do an episode on this. This is like the perfect thing. This is literally like, it has a story, it has a purpose, and this is something that's living, that's part of me now, and it's like, let's make it happen. So hopefully people here can learn a thing or two, and hopefully we'll see you guys, the men out there. Fortunately, women is not for you, but
send your man.
Send your man. That's what you
exactly.
Send your man. But isn't there a women group, a F something?
FIA.
Okay.
It's the website.
Because the reason why I ask is I have friends that are like, oh, I like the workout videos you post. I want to be part of that. I'm like, fortunately, you can't, But even my sister, because she lives in Arizona, she gets in town. She's like, I love that kind of stuff. I'm like, no, you can run around while we're working out. So
you can film
they
content.
may have FIA out there as well. There's options, but it's kind of a separate organization.
All around the United States.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right, cool. Well, on that, guys, we'll wrap this episode up here. Thank you guys for being here, part of Unfiltered, and that's it. Call it on there. Peace.